Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Anthony DeSclafani gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Into the box now, Jock Peterson. He will lead this one off today.
Off the afternoon for the Dodgers, the left fielder.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight, makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Very nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees at game time. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hits this one hard the other way. He's got it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Batting second.
The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Two balls and no strikes. Beatty stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was a 12th round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next up is Max Muncy. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball well outside.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Roll, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And another foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back. Another
try at 2-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, To have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Now here's the pitch. Late that time for a strike. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Nicholas Castellanos is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first.
Winker.
In now, Jesse Winker. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's just 2 for 9. He's taken him deep once. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Pollard. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
Enters play here at 279. A dozen home runs and 30 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Reds are down and ordered. Still no score. So here's Cody Bellinger, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here comes the 0-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
At the plate now, Kike Hernandez. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 on the way. So a full count now. Gavin Lutz waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Batting 5th, the shortstop, Gavin.
Into the box, Gavin Lutz comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
The 2-1. Taken, strike 2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking here.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fouled off. Ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
Stepping up now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Line drive to left. Castellanos is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So digging in now, Will Smith, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Center fielder going back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
At the plate, Walker Buehler.
Number 21.
As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Three runs already home here. Rolled slowly to first. Reined in. Onto the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Dodgers lead this one 3-0. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez hitting .500 in the series so far. 4 for 8. Here's the first pitch to him.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
A 1 pitch on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 261 the average coming into action here. 15 long balls and 44 RBIs. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. Buehler is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the league, and quite deservedly so.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Standing in, Aristides Aquino. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way.
Ball one.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Ball one, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
3-2 pitch. There's a shot out to right center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Man at second here with 2 away. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. Here comes the first pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Digging in to try it again, Jock Peterson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, second side.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Into the box, Matt Beatty. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Max Muncy is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. As a look, now the pitch.
2-0.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
Three and 0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And this will be fouled away. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Now batting.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Digging in now, Cody Bellinger. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
Ball one, no
Bases are empty here with two men out. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game. And with it, the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
So now to the plate, Kike Hernandez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The windup and the 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1-2.
Lays off 2-2 now.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Reds 0. Leading off the inning, Tucker Barnhart, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The pitch. Popped up. Beatty is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with one gone in the inning, let's give you a look at the current standings in the National League West entering play as you see where the Dodgers find themselves in the division race. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Nick Castellanos now. First pitch on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Outside. That's
and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now in the box, Gavin Lutz.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. Gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Wade Miley answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Miley.
To the plate now, A.J. Pollock.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Turned on down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And he fouls this one off. Lutz, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Barnhart recovers, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. The pitcher, Walker Buehler, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. First pitch of the at-bat. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. The 1-2. Fastball well outside.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for LA, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Jesse Winker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Winker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
In is Joey Votto now. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's the ball. Count 1-0.
One run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
At the plate now, Mike Moustakas. Hard hit to first. Oh, he makes the stop. He is out. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jock Peterson. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First offering on its way.
1-0.
And now our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 now. little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle. Count remains full. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in once again, Matt Beatty. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This pitch is popped up. Barnhart over to his right. 1 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Lifted in the air to right field. Aquino will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
In now, Kike Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. In comes the left fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Standing in now, Gavin Lutz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Seven runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Hit hard to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Reds 1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going, and he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game, so their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Leading off for the Reds.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The right fielder, number 44.
The pitch. Aristides Aquino is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The next 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. from the stretch.
Ball 1.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled off. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. The relay on to first, the double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward the veteran outfielder A.J. Pollock.
A.J. Pollock.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Fouled away. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Ripped down the first base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Barnhart goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Pollock is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Striding into the box, Will Smith. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 21, Walker Buehler.
So here now's the pitcher, Walker Buehler, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Galvis onto the grass. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They're on top 7-1. Mark Payton is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Number 34, Mark Payton.
In there, and it's 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And he popped him up. Coming in is Peterson, and this will land foul. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now here it comes.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Jesse Winker.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
2 out, nobody on. The 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Reds are down and ordered. They're down 7-1. Lucas Sims comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jock Peterson.
Number 31, Jock Peterson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Fielded by Votto, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The first baseman, Matt Beatty.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Beatty. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-0. Chopped towards first. He's got it. And that's the second out.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's out.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're on top 7-1. So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey.
Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Drilled to first, reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugenio Suarez. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball right into the shift. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So coming to the plate, Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Hit back up the middle, scooped up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 7-1. Cody Bellinger will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
2 strikes.
The 2-2. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot down the line in right. His 4th in the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, there are good days and then there are great days. When you hit 4 home runs in a game, I think you can say that's a great game. This has been incredible to watch.
To the plate now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0.
Yep, that ball went out.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Coming to the plate now, Gavin Lutz. First delivery to him on the way. A runner at first with no outs here. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat. And what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh and 1, here it comes.
0-1. Look out, 1-1.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. The second for 1. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Reds 1. Ross Stripling is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 68, Ross Stripling.
Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Aristides Aquino.
The right fielder, number 44.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Pollock. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. 8th home run on the season for him. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, Matty V. How about Dero? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American small park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
So now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
The pitcher, number 39, Lucas.
Kurt Casale will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Reds, number 12, Kurt Casale.
Hit high and deep to left field. Back goes Peterson, still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. Third home run for him on the year. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Rose, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. LA's on top, 8-3. Robert Stevenson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Stevenson.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Now the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Chris Taylor will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Chris Taylor.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Taylor is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here's Jock Peterson now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
1-0.
Weak grounder down the line at third. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Caleb Ferguson, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 64, Caleb Ferguson.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Jesse Winker.
For the Reds, the center fielder, Jesse.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Winker.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Standing in now, Joey Votto. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. High and deep to straightaway right. Going back is Bellinger. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-3 is today's final. Los Angeles took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Walker Buehler picks up his league-leading 13th win. Anthony DeSclafani worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Reds, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Our paid attendance at Great American Ballpark this afternoon, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.